Something that you can see at the Barbour County Fair too. This team participates all over. You'll notice the wagon. It carries 24 people at times. It
and
weighs
that's
over a
wave
ton.
to us, Mike.
And as you can see, there goes Mike Ross.
He did get first in the parade.
He did get first in the parade. So there he goes. You can see him.
And I'm not sure that our king and queen are in that one.
No, they've moved them out. Apparently, they've put them in another one.
It's
So
really
we'll
interesting to do these parades because you
don't know what's coming down the road.
You have a plan A and a plan B, and then you take C when it comes along.
Absolutely.
But we hope you'll enjoy it.
And we'll do our best to keep you abreast of what is coming. Right now, we've got 2 outriders coming. These usually ride with Delmer and them. An outrider is somebody that rides behind the wagon in the old days to kind of protect it. We have 2 of them coming here. This is Jimmy and Stephanie Hamilton, and they are members of the West Virginia Draft Horse Association. Delmer in the big buggy was with the Draft Horse Association, which started back in 1981 to promote the draft horse breed here in West Virginia.
We had a lot of these last year.
Yes, we did.
This is probably going to be one of the coolest evenings that we have during the Strawberry Festival. The wind is really fierce this evening. We've had rain all day, but we're managing, and there's a lot of people braving this cold weather. I understand tonight in the mountains we might even have snow, and that's pretty unusual for this time of year. Here we go with another group.
We've got coming down the parade route now, we've got the Any Mini Horse Club, and as you can see,
they're so
they're
cute.
Miniature horses. They are not called ponies, and believe me, they take offense if you call them a pony. They are a miniature horse. This is a club that's out of Elkins and Upshur County here. We've got lots of kids that love to ride. I think we've got the Strawberry Queen in this one. We have some walkers with them just because these little fellas do get excited as the big horses do. But they are, look at the little team here. He's broke these to drive himself. And we do have our little Strawberry Queen in there.
That's our teen queen.
Queen.
Oh, this is an interesting group. Who is this?
This is the Barbour County Equestrian 4-H team led by Wendy Hardesty. This is the 2nd year they've been in the parade, and you can see they've got a big turnout. They were expecting over 14 riders. Riding with the Barbour County 4-H team is you'll have Mike Hurst there. He's riding a Mustang that he has been training. Mike is Wendy's husband there. They do a lot. She has a fair for a camp, 4-H camp, a horse camp, just for kids that are interested in horses. It is one of the best camps around for any 4-H kid in the state of West Virginia. It's held at the Barbour County Fairgrounds.
I like their green toenails.
Yes, they've got their hooves all painted green. That's something because of the green 4-H. Here we've got another Minnie in front, and we have Alyssa riding her 5-year-old Minnie there. That's Junebug there.
Oh,
and that's Sarah riding in the back. And Sarah's riding a quarter horse stallion. That's Bingo, the sorrel one, and Larry's riding Tig there. They're from Wallace, and this is the 2nd year they've been in the parade.
This horse is all decorated. Well, both of them are.
This is Jackie Spinagle and Tessa Lewis. They're both from Buckhannon. Yeah, they've got their horses all decked out there. You can see, all painted up and ready.
Here are some more that are all decked out.
No idea what this is. This is a Mcvicker farm riding group. There's
some interesting horses.
Yes. 7 of them. They've got 7 riders there, and they're all different ages. They all ride together.
Oh, I like
Coming here, we've got another Halflinger team. This is Mo and Martin. This is Stanley Riccatelli, and this wagon is an old farm wagon. Stanley rebuilt this himself. He lives in Helvetia, and he takes his team out all over. Look how pretty.
Oh, they're
miniature Belgians. That's what Halflingers are. They're miniature Belgians. Now, coming right behind him here is another Halflinger, or a miniature team. This is with Tad and Legend. They've been a team for 12 years.
Oh,
they
they're
love
adorable.
a parade. Penny Creek miniature horses. And look at the little wagon in there. Now, isn't that cute? Look at the tires. The front tires are smaller than the back tires, and they love attention. Look at them. They're wanting to look at the little kids there.
Oh, slow down up there.
They love it. They love it. Those miniatures really like the attention. Now, behind them, you have Frank White family. Here, they average over 200 miles a year with their team.
That's a beautiful team.
This is Charlie and Bob back here, okay? They weigh over 2,100 pounds each. They're 17.2 hands high, which is really, really, really large. You can see the wagon they've got there.
And our queen and our king are in this wagon.
Okay, and that's the Frank White family.
They're coming very quickly.
I think they could be just a hair cold.
Well, that could be. That could be. But we are having a good time. We have a lot of folks along the parade route, and really some nice looking horses.
Oh, we do. We were very happy with the turnout for the way the weather is, the turnout that came out today, whether it be the teams and the buggies or the individual riders or the equestrian groups. We have 2 or 3 really large groups besides the 4-H group. So we were pleased with that.
One thing that we always are trying to be aware of, when it does pour the rain like it did today, I wouldn't want my carriage ruined, would you?
Yes, they have a really large amount of money invested in
I'm
their
sure
carriage,
they do.
their harness, and if the harness gets wet, whether it's patent leather or just leather, that has to be treated. So they have to go home and treat it and spend extra money if it should get wet.
Here comes a pretty one.
This is cute. This is Wildcat Willie coming. This is Marshall and Cade Nestor. They're from JK Farms, and they live down Belington Way. These 2 little ones, they love to drive. The little one there waving is Cade. He's 6, and Marshall is 11. These come from a long family of horse people. Their father and mother and their grandparents, the whole family's been in the horse business for many, many, many years.
I love that horse. It just looks so...
Look how white they've got him. Now, this is not easy. You've got to remember, this little horse or miniature horse runs outside and he gets just as dirty as everything else, and you've got to do special things to him to get that white as clean as it is.
He looks very important.
And look at his little black feet. They blacked him up, so he looks really cute.
He is
and
adorable.
And that's Mom and Friend there being the out person, just in case it goes a little fast.
I can't read the sign on that. Eastern something Society.
Crabbit Farms. This is Amy Smith. She's from Griffinsville, West Virginia. She was with us last year.
Yes, I think I remember her. She was dressed up.
She makes her own costume. It took her about 6 weeks to make it. This is Amy in silver, and they're sporting the Arabian native costume, which reminds us of the Arabian's horse's heritage. They are representing the Eastern Crabbit Arabian Horse Society, which was established in 1994 for the preservation of the Arabian horse. What a lot of people don't know, the Arabian is a very versatile horse. It can do all disciplines of showing, pleasure, anything, trail riding, endurance, and they are a very unique horse. This is Rebecca Call, I think, coming down here. Her and her friends are riding. They're from French Creek. She is riding Magic, which is a Tennessee Walker horse coming there.
And now we have a nice carriage. And
this here coming is
beautiful.
TK Mules. They are out of Proctor, West Virginia. It's about their 4th year in the parade. That's Trevor and Tammy and Justice in there. That's Flipper and Dixie. They're both 7 years old. And they've been together. It takes them 4 hours travel time to get here for our parade, so we are very happy they're here.
They're moving very quickly now.
This is Wayne and Mary, Joe Gittard. They're Blaze and Little Joe. They're trail riders. They ride a lot. Now we have a group coming here. There's several people. Conway Howe there on the front with his bay horse, who's 14. Conway's been with the parade since it started. This whole group is together. They're the Valley Riders from Randolph County. There should be about 12 or 13 of them all together. They get together and trail ride.
Look at the little guy over there.
Look at the little guy on the miniature. And there comes the other one. Look at him trotting down through there. Look at him going. They do a lot of riding on the weekends. This is what they do for fun. As you can see, we've got a little miniature with a 2-wheel cart going.
Isn't that cute?
You know, anybody with any horse or buggy or want to ride individually can find some place and time to help and have fun and do this.
Right.
Here we come, some local people from
he's
Buckhannon
moving
down
along.
Keesling Mill. They've got a doctor's buggy going there. That's Carlton Ball and them. And they're riding with them. They take that buggy and go on trail rides.
Do they? Oh,
Yes,
that's
they do.
neat. Looks like at the distance they're visiting the children. Those
Yes,
little
it
ones are having a
does.
good
We've got a
time.
black Tennessee Walker coming there and a couple. They look like Brooklyn in them. Brooklyn is 11 years old and she barrel races her horse with the little girl with the helmet on. She's been in the NBHA, which is the National Barrel Horse Association, which is very family oriented. It's aged for little children up to senior citizens. You don't have to have any particular type of horse or anything. If you just can go there and learn, and sportsmanship, companionship, and a lot of fun.
And what was that called again?
The National Barrel Horse Association.
Okay.
They call it the NBHA. It's
Okay.
very popular in the state now. It's one of the less expensive barrel horse shows that you can go to for the whole family.
I just love these horses. They're absolutely beautiful. And they have such personality.
Oh yeah, anybody that's been around a horse will know they're very smart, they're a very intelligent animal, they have all kinds of personality, they enjoy what they do, they like being with people. They're just a wonderful, wonderful animal. And a lot of people say, oh, they're so big, we're afraid of them, but if you know how to handle them and you know what to do with them, they're just so lovable. They're about like having a dog in the backyard.
My daughter has some horses, and they're just as sweet as they can be.
This is Virgil Miller. I think he's very well known here on his big black horse. Isn't that Virgil there?
Yes.
Yep. Virgil and his wife Susan travel all over the state riding. They've got Cody
pretty black
Harlan
horse.
riding with them.
Yeah.
Yes, they brought some extra people today. They've been trail riding, and Virgil, as we know, has been our sheriff many times here in Upshur County. He really enjoys this. Coming now, we have the Mountaineer Trail Riders from Buckhannon. It's a local group of experienced horsemen and horsewomen who've ridden thousands of miles all over West Virginia on the Trail Riders. They have approximately 20 riders that showed up here today. Now they spend their weekends riding. They go everywhere. And it's not just, you'll see here comes a young man with a little one in front of him. So all ages are welcome to come and join this. And they
How are they going to learn?
That's right. They trail ride all over the state.
Oh, what kind of a horse is that light colored one?
That's called a grulla collared.
That is so pretty.
They're just a little bit different. They're not a palomino, but they're called grulla. And they usually have a dark stripe going down their back.
Now, is this a horse or a donkey?
This is a mule.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Here's a mule.
mule.
They make really good trail riders. They'll go sometimes where the horse can't. They're rugged, strong. They've got really good footing. Most of your horses you'll hear going down through here have shoes on, but most of your mules do not. They have really strong feet. You'll see on the mule too, there's something going across the back. That's his breech, and that's to keep the saddle from sliding upward when they're going down real steep hills. And the front part coming across the chest is called your breast strap. That's to hold the saddle in place when you're going up the hill so it doesn't slide back.
So is it harder to put a saddle then on a mule than
No, it's no harder. They're just a little higher withered, which means they're higher in the backbone, and
that's
that kind
a
of
pretty
keeps
one
it
on screen right now. That isn't a palomino, is it?
That looks like a palomino we've got coming there. Let's see what we've got coming here. This is more of our trail riders here. You'll see a lot of pintos here.
This is a nice one. They're just sauntering along like they own the world.
Yes, they are. The black and white Tennessee Walkers just went by, so that was Ashcraft's Walking Paints. They're a little out of order, so we're trying to catch us up here.
And they're going so quickly, it's hard to describe all these things and get them all in when they move
now
as
here
fast.
coming our palominas. You was asking
Yeah.
about that, Carol. Here comes two real pretty palominas. This one right here is Doug Bowser of Bowser Contracting here in Buckhannon. He's riding Dusty, and Steve back here on this palomina.
Oh, that's
this
gorgeous.
is Stormy, very good. And Tyler there is riding for Bennett Stables out of Buckhannon.
What about the one that's got spotted? What is
this? This is a little roan. This is called Roan, a strawberry roan horse, and these guys are just trail riders. This is Mike and Mackenzie Wagner.
It looks like we're coming to the end
We're
of our
coming to
parade.
the end. This is Jim Stemple and Julie, and they're riding Pete and Bo over here, these little black and white walking horses. And even though we've had a shorter parade this year, we still had some really nice entries.
Well, actually, it might have been a shorter parade. It moved very quickly, but there were a lot of horse and riders
There
in there.
were a lot of horse and
Horses.
riders. The 4-H Club had an extra large amount this year than last year, and the Mountaineer Trail Riders, they had more riders this year than they had last year, even due to the bad weather.
You know, you just take a chance when you do something like this and have it outside. You never know what the weather's going to be, and we just appreciate all the folks who take the time and make the plans to come to the West Virginia Strawberry Festival, whether it be the Horse and Carriage Parade. We have 5 parades with this festival, and this one is the first one. And then we have the Junior Royalty Parade is Thursday night. Friday night we have a fireman's parade. We have an antique car parade on Saturday right before the grand feature. The grand feature parade's at 1 o'clock on the 21st. And please bring your chairs and come. It's going to be a really nice parade. The grand feature parade this year falls on Armed Forces Day, so we're going to be having the first division as an honorary division for our military.
Oh, how nice.
And that's going to be really nice. There's a lot of things going on this week at the West Virginia Strawberry Festival, and I need to put a plug in for Rodney and his crew here with Channel 3. They've set us up with a tent. We've got a monitor. Hopefully this is going to make our explaining what's going along the street. That's going to make it a little bit more in sync with what we see. So we're making headway on doing things a little differently and growing a little bit, but we have several folks that are helping this evening to put this parade on. Again, it's put on by Mike Ross Incorporated and Ike Morris at Waco Oil and Gas, and we thank them so much. These events would not happen if we did not have sponsors to help us take care of a lot of the costs that comes with doing the events. So we just have all kinds of things going on. We have things for children, we have things for senior citizens, and you'll need to take in all the arts and crafts at the college. We also have a new thing this year. We have a gun and knife show.
Oh, that's good. And don't forget, also tomorrow they have the draft horse pull out of Bennett's Farms.
It's a horse and mule pull.
Horse and mule.
And that's at 1 o'clock.
Yes, next Sunday they also have a mini show. It starts at 10 o'clock out at Bennett's Farm, and both of those are free admission. Bring your family, the children. There's plenty of places to park, plenty of things to see and do. If anybody's interested in the horses or the minis, or you just want to see a horse and pet them, it's a good cheap day of fun and family and companionship. It really is.
Also on tomorrow, which is the 15th, we are having a gospel sing, and that will be at 2 o'clock. It's a week earlier this year. It'll be at the Virginia Law Center on College Avenue. Ed Crawford will be singing. We'll also have Adam's Call and Joyful Airs. And then we have a lot of things going on Monday through Thursday. So, bring your family. The carnival will be in town tomorrow. Well, they come in tomorrow, but they don't open until Monday night. But we want to thank TV3 for all of the setup that they've done, the chairs, the table, the monitor, all their crew and cameras. So we really appreciate all of that. And we appreciate you coming to Channel 3 and watching some of these, especially those folks who cannot come out. There are shut-ins that would not get to participate if it weren't for Channel 3. And Channel 3 does have some sponsors like the ones for this evening. We'll be sharing those informational things with you as we go along through the week. Watch Channel 3 every day that it's on, because there's going to be something with the Strawberry Festival. So we're going to let you go, and we're going to go too. And
I would like to, one more thing.
Oh, yes.
I'd like to thank the people that did help at the registration booth today at the Horse and Carriage Parade. Melissa and Wilma Howe were just walking around, and due to being shorthanded, they volunteered to help. Michael Bennett set it up. And I want to thank Audra's Restaurant. They are supplying us with a meal for all the contestants.
Last year.
Right.
And
with all the contestants that were in the parade, we'll go back and have a really good hot meal. Compliments of Audra's Restaurant.
And that's not cheap.
No.
You know,
she did it last year.
What would you say, just a guess at the total of people that were involved in this parade today? Think 100 or so?
Every bit of it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yes.
So we thank you for joining us, and thank you so much, Sandy, because I don't know that much about horses, and you do, and it's just wonderful having you here.
Well, I appreciate that, and I enjoy coming.
Okay, that's all we have for this evening. Tune in and watch what's going to happen tomorrow and the next day and the next day on Channel 3. We're going to be doing the Strawberry Idol. We'll be doing Junior Royalty. We'll be doing Fireman's Parade. We're going to go downtown and look at some of the beautiful windows that are here. And if you don't have anything to do, tomorrow's Sunday or any day this week, you need to come down and look at the beautiful windows that have been decorated with 75 years of memories, gowns, and all kinds of things. So there are a lot of things you can do with the West Virginia Strawberry Festival, and that is May the 14th through the 21st. So we hope to see you downtown.